going to start off on BBC iPlayer with a new drama series called Half Man. And here's a clip.
I don't think I'll see you again.
You messed up my life. I couldn't get out of my mind. Your words, your violence.
Don't talk like you're better than me, not after what you did.
I hate everything about you. And the way you live your life. But that doesn't stop me wanting every bit of it.
Well, Baby Reindeer, created by and starring Richard Gadd, was a big hit on Netflix, wasn't it? Story of, based on the true story of him being stalked. Won lots of awards, and he's back with Baby Reindeer was quite a hard watch in many ways, wasn't it? And so is this. So it's a psychological drama, 6 episodes, and it follows Ruben and Niall. So Ruben is played by Gadd. He looks quite different in this. He's kind of got a bowl cut hairstyle, a big scraggy beard, and he's quite beefy, isn't he? He's beefed up. Whereas he's kind of quite wimpy in Baby Reindeer, wasn't he? And Niall, who as an adult, yes, they're both played by younger actors as children, and then as adults, Gadd plays Ruben and Jamie Bell plays Niall. So, yeah, long story short, it's set in Glasgow, and essentially they find themselves sharing a bedroom because their respective mothers are in a relationship. And when we first meet Niall, he's a rather shy lad. He's getting bullied at school. Ruben, by comparison, is coming out of a young offenders institute after attacking another boy. So yes, I don't want to say too much really, because just watch it unfold. But it is a hard watch. In fact, the opening scene is with them as adults, and it's Niall's wedding day, and Ruben turns up, and there's this big kind of showdown. So yeah, you're going to see the backstory of what was it like for these complete opposites, sharing a room, sharing a home. Ruben kind of puts a stop to the bullying at school. There's a very uncomfortable scene where he kind of helps Niall lose his virginity. There's been quite a lot of stuff looking at toxic masculinity recently, hasn't there? And I would say, add this to the list, because Ruben is a very frightening character. I mean, Gadd he's terrifying as this guy. He really is. And then you see a little bit of, why did he become this incredibly violent, volatile person? I think this, kudos to Gadd. I mean, 2 remarkable series. In fact, I think he came up with this before he came up with Baby Reindeer, but it was made afterwards. So he's done an amazing job. It's brilliantly done, and I got to say, the 2 actors who play them as teenagers do a wonderful job as well. It is a tough watch, but it's really, really good. What did you think, Hannah?
I couldn't agree with you more. It's a really hard watch. That's what I was going to say straight away. Incredibly, if you can sit down, it's incredibly well done, I think. If you read all the interviews, they've looked into this toxic masculinity, haven't they? Like, really investigated it and looked at it and kind of try to explain that perhaps some of this behaviour, not that it's ever acceptable, of course it is not, but it stems back to trauma, some kind of trauma in people's lives, and it's unpicking all of that. And you get to know these 2 children. Ruben is he's a scary, scary fella, you know, and the kind of brutality he shows to the bullies, although, you know, some would say bullies, you know, should just cop it after behaving like that. But, you know, this is really brutal. It goes back to kind of perhaps some of the traumas that he's gone through. And as you say, there are moments in this which you kind of put your hands up against your eyes, don't you? You can't really believe it's happening. It's pretty graphic at times as well, which some people might find quite hard to watch. But I don't feel like it's frivolous in any way. I don't feel like you watch it and think, God, this is just a kind of this is a cheap way of getting people to watch this. This feels really well investigated. It kind of, again, it's quite zeitgeisty, isn't it? It's of the moment. It's exactly what everyone's talking about at the moment. And if it opens some people's eyes, then that's probably a good thing, because sadly this is probably going on, you know, in lots of people's worlds. So it's a hard watch, as you say, but is it well done? Absolutely.